What we do here is go back.
Yeah, good mate. Thanks for having me.
Who went the hardest in the celebrations?
Can't say myself, can I?
You sort of almost got to tell yourself that you're a big game player or a big finals player. So somehow I thought, well, just because I played well as a 13-year-old, I have to play well in the grand final.
Me and Cogs are a couple of good WA boys, and we do get a bit affectionate with each other, always giving each other kisses and stuff. Nah, not really, just, a manly kiss on the cheek every now and then.
Yes, g'day guys, welcome back to the Bray and Ethan podcast, episode 98, powered by Skinbro for 2023 and Hat Locker with a good couple of products here on display in the studio. And if you didn't already know, Skinbro's full skincare kit, including all three products, is now $54.99 with free Australia-wide shipping, Ethan.
Yeah, and if you use the 20% discount code on top of that, well, that will just keep going down.
Absolute steal.
And down.
We're on episode 98.
We are on episode 98.
Too close to the century. We probably would be there next week, but you decided to go to Bali for a week.
Yeah, and we couldn't. I mean, we had Conrad come out, so that was the content for
yes.
Last week, which feels like we've been a week behind, but not really in the same sentence. But today's guest, he's coming off as big a high as they come. Colts Premiership player, Team of the Year, Claremont Vice Captain. What else can we say? Riley Disisto, welcome. How are you?
Thank you very much, boys. Pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Have the celebrations well and truly stopped, or are they just, I guess, slowly going down?
They're slowly on the decline. The boys are still enjoying it. So, we got the BNF in it next week. So we'll get around each other then. So, it's pretty good. Yeah,
wear the medal to the night. How many times? When was the last time you took it off, or I'm surprised not wearing it now?
I got a bit of stick for it. I wore it till probably, I reckon, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which, it was pretty funny. But, all the hard work finally paid off for all the boys, so that was pretty good.
As you would, not every day. You win a premiership. And saw a lot of photos with you, not only with the medal on, but the shirt off as well, which we'll get to later. But we will touch on everything grand final day. Firstly on yourself, though. So, Colts debut in 2021, and before that, obviously, like the futures progression. Talk us through a bit when you first came down to the club from Wembley and, I guess, the pathway to now.
Obviously started at Wembley Downs, and that was good. Obviously all my schoolmates were there and stuff from Hale, so that was great. And from there just progressed through like the development programs that I'm pretty sure I still run from Claremont, so it's like 14s and 15s. And just slowly working my way up there. Still had some like schoolmates, but then also branched around with boys from other schools like Scotch and Christchurch, and that was good fun. And built some really good friends that I probably wouldn't have. I didn't play footy, so that was pretty good.
Were you always a mid?
I started a little bit more like a half back, but then as like the levels got higher, I started moving a bit more forward mid. So it's pretty good fun. I like it.
Sure. Well, you only played the one Colts game last year because of PSA at Hale. You're very close with last week's guest, Conrad Williams, as you were chatting off air before. So I guess how'd you find the overall experience at Hale, minus the boarding food, if you ever had any there, because Conrad wasn't too happy with that.
I heard a bit about the boarding food, but my experiences from it, they were pretty good, but there was a fair few complaints from those boys. Hale footy was terrific. Like, I think just the camaraderie you build and the fun times you have. Like, obviously we didn't win an Alco, which stings a little bit, but just the connections we made with each other and the coaching staff, and I think it shouldn't be underestimated the impact you can have on people in like the younger years. Like, albeit we weren't winning Alcos, like they were still coming to games and having a good time, which is what we wanted. So it was really good fun.
Yeah, exactly. The whole school gets around it. So it's like you're probably having
a hero. You're probably like a hero within the school in a way, like from obviously like year 7 to
the crowds are bigger than what you'd get at a Colts game at 9 o'clock down at Claremont. On a Saturday morning, so I guess it's pretty nice.
Now, named vice captain this year, which meant you would have captained quite a bit with Dan Curtin, obviously not playing Colts a heap. What did it mean to be voted in firstly, and then tell us about that role this year?
It was pretty cool. Like, pretty sure Dan said it on his episode, but Geordie pretty much came to us and sat us down and asked me if I wanted to do it, and of course I'd say yes. And ever since then, it was pretty cool. Like obviously you love to get those things, but like I think everyone's a leader when you get to a certain age, and we had 23 leaders like playing every single week, which was terrific. As cliche as that sounds, like it definitely helped us progress through the year.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you didn't just like need that title to be a leader like everyone was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everyone has their own role to play. How'd you feel about getting named in the Colts Team of the Year in the forward pocket?
Yeah, that was all right. I don't mind playing a bit of forward, so I was pretty chuffed when I saw that. But it was pretty cool. Like I know Fonts, Codes, Kai, and Bizzer as well were the others, and that was pretty cool. Like we got announced at training, and everyone was happy for each other, which was pretty cool. And obviously, individual accolades aren't exactly what you play for, but it was a nice cherry on top for what was a pretty cool season as well.
As tall a forward pocket as they'd come probably, but obviously a bit of midfield rotation, probably just starting in the forward line if it was to be an actual team. You did keep the first goal of the season though, so maybe that's why they maybe remembered that and was like, he can do a job up forward. How important was it to sort of start the year strong, because there were some huge performances, I think especially a game against Subiaco for you killed it around that period?
Yeah. I think like obviously you want to start really well and set the tone for the year, especially as like a leader. Obviously sometimes there can be a bit of a burden on you, and I spoke to Dan and Kai at the start of the year, and we kind of tried to nullify that factor, but it was pretty nice to be able to hit the scoreboard and get the ball a little bit. But I think everyone was playing pretty well at that stage as well, which is good fun, and it makes it a great environment to be around.
Seems like you've always done a lot of extras as well outside of footy with the gym and extra footy programs. Do you feel all that off-field work or that extra work off the field has helped you?
Yeah, of course. I head down to like JLR, which is just a gym in Osborne Park, so not far from here, and spend a fair bit of my week down there. And like obviously in the off season it's a bit different, but during the season they keep you pretty well in check in terms of like recovery and preparation for games. And away from like the gym and improving on your body, you head upstairs and get a bit of FIFA in, which is pretty good fun as well. So it's good fun, and that's definitely helped me for sure.
And do you reckon being an overager, did that play much on your mind this year? Because from a psychological point of view, it can be an advantage or disadvantage for guys sometimes, depending on which way you look at it.
Yeah. No, I didn't really come into this year with too many expectations, as strange as that may sound. Like, I know Fonts was the same. Like, we just came into the year just wanting to play footy, and anything else that happened was a bonus, really. And that definitely helped me. I think last few years I've been really fixated on like making like certain teams and stuff, and that probably has a bit of a burden on you in terms of performances and stuff. So that definitely helped me and how I went this year for sure.
Just that pressure off a little bit probably made you play better.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, obviously as a team you have expectations and whatnot, but personally, were you confident going through the year that you could potentially get to where you guys were? Obviously Perth were on top for pretty much the whole year, so were you confident you could, beat them in that final day?
I think everyone has their own confidence. Like, we were pretty happy. Obviously, finishing on top would have been pretty special, but that last round was, anyone that was involved, it was pretty chaotic. Like,
it was like, what was it? Top four was set. Fifth was like I think a game out. Yeah. And then everyone else was completely out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And like 1 and 2 were playing each other, and 3 and 4 were playing each other in the last round. It was like, so
pretty much like a fifth week of finals in a way.
Pretty much. Everyone was like flinging their bodies around in that game and stuff. So we always had like a deep understanding that we could do it. I think everyone focuses a lot on like what you do like on the game, like on game day and like training and stuff. But for us, it was a big emphasis on what we do outside of training, and all through the year. I think a few of the boys, Claremont boys, have touched on it, but like going out for dinners as a group, like a whole squad, like 60 boys rocking up to like grilled on like a Thursday night, like it gets pretty packed. But it was good fun, and that definitely helped us come, especially like the last day in September. Last game in September.
That secret to success, I guess you could say, off the field. After the prelim win, how are you feeling during the week, like into game day, knowing it's at Optus, it's on TV? So how are those nerves waking up, heading to the ground on the day, if you can remember? I know it could be a blur.
It was pretty cool. Like I spoke to Dan about it like during the game, and like obviously he's a pretty good footballer, but great bloke as well. And he was calm and cool, and we were sitting next to each other on the bus, and everyone was having a good time. Like, we were playing stumble guys together and stuff, and everyone was like laughing and pretty chipper. And we got off on the bus, like, and we walked in the change rooms, and all of a sudden it got pretty serious. But I think we just embraced it and just tried to enjoy it. That's the biggest thing, especially playing at Optus.
Yeah, and did like the venue, the actual game, did it sort of change the game compared to a normal game of Colts footy, or did it not really matter when you were out there?
You hope to say like it wouldn't, but I feel like you'd be lying if you say it didn't. Like, it definitely would have had an impact, especially in that last quarter. Like, bit of a bigger ground, so everyone was pretty flat out on like the legs. You were pretty cooked, so it definitely had an impact, but it was also positive as well.
Yeah, well, obviously it wasn't. Oh, sorry. Obviously it was pretty close throughout the game until I guess sort of that last quarter where you guys sort of started to kick away a little bit. But was it probably just prior to the siren when you probably look up to the scoreboard and see there's 24 minutes gone, minute to go? Is that when you sort of started to realise you guys had it?
Yeah, I didn't. I think there was like a stoppage with like 15 seconds to go, and everyone just jumped on and looked up at the scoreboard, and you kind of knew, like, it was pretty cool. So I made sure I was next to Kai, and we got around each other pretty quick. But it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was that point you realised, geez, we've got this, or was there a point a little bit earlier that you? They were coming pretty hard to their credit, like. Where we're all like we were pretty worried, like they were coming really hard, and they probably knew with like 30 seconds to go you probably had it, but you didn't want to believe it until closer to it. So it was pretty cool.
It's probably like a bit of a controversial thing in a way, like the scoreboard knowing it's going to stop on 25. Obviously, if you're in front, it's a good thing, but in a way, you could probably.
They tried last year in the grand final. They stopped the clock when there was a goal just in the grand final for last year, and they, for some reason, scrapped it. They thought it was a shit idea.
Yeah, well, like, I don't know.
You haven't been playing by those rules all year, so why do it just in a grand final? So I didn't mind the change back to just the flat 25.
And have you watched it back? If so, how do you rate your own performance if you have watched it back?
Yeah, I think we've literally watched that game like 5 times as a team. Like,
I'm going to guess twice on the Sunday night.
Once on Sunday and Mad Monday, we watched about 3 times. Blokes were just screaming at the TV. It was pretty funny, but from an individual standpoint, like, obviously I probably felt a bit like not out of the game, but it took me a while to get into the game, and they threw me up forward and just told me to throw my body around, and felt like that got me back into the game, and then second half really built on it. So I was relatively happy with it, but definitely pretty chuffed when we got the flag. So yeah,
for sure. We don't have to reveal anything out of the ordinary here, but we wouldn't mind a bit of an insight into the celebrations on that Sunday night or even Monday, what the boys get up to, and if you were the voter, who would have won the best off the ground?
Sunday was pretty cool. Like, we had a good like little period where it was just the group, like after the game, and then like when we got back to the club, which is pretty cool. So it was just the boys there and the coaches, so we got a good word in, and then probably Sunday best on. Probably like, I reckon who would probably our like strength and conditioning coach. He was pretty good. Yeah, he was a ripper. Like, he's one of the best blokes I've met through footy. He's a great bloke. So yeah, he's hilarious. He's so funny. But in terms of like the players, I mean, it's pretty hard. Like, now that you mention it, it's hard to like, not because I don't remember it, but like purely because like I probably wasn't like thinking about that. But
what about the boys that didn't play, because they potentially would have had a bit of a head start?
Yeah, that's true. I'm just trying to think. Yeah,
they would have had a good day.
Yeah, a couple like the Will Thomas probably stuck out. Like he had a pretty good night, I thought. Yeah, bit of a stitch up.
And like it's kind of hard. Like, some boys not even 18. Yeah, so it's it's probably good, as you said. Like, you guys were just at the club, I guess, for the first bit of it. So
yeah,
that probably helped. But yeah. There's a handful of boys who could be drafted, as we sort of touched on off air. It's a pretty broad question because obviously it kind of depends on each individual guy. But like, as a teammate, what have you noticed that has separated themselves and made them the players that they are? It can't just be talent, like, surely, has to be a lot of other things.
I think in terms of like the guys that like are going to the combines and stuff, like individually, like obviously Dan's a freak on the footy field, but like what he does off the field, like he's just a ripping bloke, and I really can't speak highly enough of him. Like he's like so kind, and you see all like everyone chatting about Harley Reid helped me out like under 14s over there, and you see that Dan's doing that with 14s and 15s. Like not many people know about that, so he definitely gives back, and that's what's so good about him. Zano's pretty unique. Like he's just good for a laugh. Like he's a great bloke and pretty funny, and obviously they all work hard off the field, so makes it better when you got someone who's keen for a laugh, which is good. Rui is a really hard worker, and just like to be honest, like he's probably my best mate that I've met through like footy in terms of like this year. Like we've got really close. So yeah, he's a ripper, and then Fonts is just held laid back. Like I haven't met anyone that's more chilled than him in terms of like footy, and the more serious it gets, he seems to just like be really calm and stuff. So he's pretty good one to have around.
Yeah, and do you reckon these guys can? I don't want to put you on the spot, but like, can they make an impact at AFL if they're lucky to be picked up?
Yeah, I think all of them can. They've all got like strengths that really like can stack up on AFL level. As corny as that like kind of sounds, but I think all of them hopefully can get a spot the end of November, which will be good.
And it'll be pretty cool for you, like playing alongside these guys in future years, to obviously have that relationship with them as well.
Yeah, of course.
Off the field, first year out of school, what are you doing with yourself? Are you studying, working? What's your schedule like? And I guess what are you doing for the rest of the year?
Yeah, well, I'm working occasionally, so I work at HBF and then coach up at Hale, which is pretty good fun, and then starting up at ECU, so doing teaching there, which is good fun. And then, it's weird. Like, I know Dan said to me, he said it on this potty, but how, like, you feel like you've just got so much more time now. Like, school, you're so fixated on, like, people giving you stuff to do.
Exactly.
And you can fall out of, like,
routine.
Yeah, literally so quickly. It's
everything is organised for you.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally. So, you definitely got to keep yourself in check and tick off the stuff you got to do. But
yeah.
Are you all? Are you like footied out after the year, or you going to miss footy?
Somewhat. I mean, like, mentally, it's definitely good to have a break, like check out for a little bit. So I went down south with a couple of mates and stuff, like last weekend, which was good fun, and watched the gunny down there and stuff. But it's good to have a little break. But definitely excited to get back into it towards the end of the year.
Are you someone who has like set goals for 2024? Yeah, or not really? Just play it.
I haven't thought that far ahead of it in terms of like goals. Still, just like as cliche as it sounds, just enjoying it in terms of just winning a flag. But I've set down some stuff and want to get better at over the summer. So, yeah.
All right, Instagram Q&As, of course, thanks to Skinbro and Hat Locker. You can always send them through at Bray and Ethan.
This first one's a belter. You have to check out the video.
Okay. All right. Well, Cade_Reed, talk us through that infamous TikTok of your unlucky caught and bold dismissal in backyard cricket.
Oh, yeah, this is hilarious.
You need to see the TikTok.
Yeah, this is
Where
gold.
do I find it?
Just type up. I reckon I can find it.
Where do I find it?
Yeah, this is a ripper, actually.
This was like the most insane.
What account's it on?
Oh.
I don't know. Just type here. I reckon I can find it.
Go have a look.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, talk us through.
Yeah, so we're playing front yard cricket at this house in Florida, and I was batting. I can't remember how it was, but I was in pretty good touch, not pumping my own tyres up too much, but I smashed it into like a tree.
Yeah.
And obviously the tree counts as a bounce, unless, some people believe it, some people don't. So I smacked it, like middled it, and then
I'll try and find it.
It was like the best catch I've seen. Like one of the boys from school was a good rugby, like really good rugby player. Like dove and just catches it with one hand and just, I couldn't do much, just threw the bat and just walked. But it was a bloody unreal catch from Tim. So yeah.
I really want to, I don't know.
So we'll find
somewhere.
it.
We'll find it.
It'll probably end up having a TikTok made out of it, so it'll be in there probably. While Ethan's doing that, we'll go to Chomp321. Who's your barber, bro?
My barber. I just go down to this place in at the Florida Forum. Like it's near the this place in Florida. It's on like near the bottle shop and the book stand. It's like at the front. Yeah, they're really good, and yeah, they give a good haircut. Got clean one before the granny, which was nice.
The morning of or the day before?
Nah, like halfway through the week because I wanted to grow out just in case they didn't touch me up well. But yeah, it was pretty good.
That's fair. Cohen __ Livingston. Do you have the best rig in the comp?
I'm not sure about that. I didn't want these. Everyone's gonna like not believe this, but if I had my time over again, I wouldn't let Dan post it. But yeah, the motions kind of flicked over, and yeah, just wanted to.
I found it. Keep going.
Yeah, we found it.
Yeah, nah. To answer that question, probably not Cohen. I think someone's got a better rig than me. But
All right, so we have the video. We can play the audio.
oh, yeah.
Oh, you have. It's basically nearly landed in his head.
Yeah, it's a pretty good catch.
It's gone into the tree that hard. It's just come straight back, and he's somehow caught it. That is an absolute ripper.
You would feel very stitched up, especially if you were in the.
What were you on? Do you know?
Nah, I think I was in like 20 or 30, but I was flying, like I was smashing the ball. Like I was a bit of a hack. Like if anyone knows me from cricket, I don't last long out in the crease. It's like go big or go home. But
Yeah, no patience.
yeah, not really.
Did we do?
Tim Housewood.
Did we do Max Raw in
Nah.
between, Colin?
Oh no, I've missed that. Sorry.
We'll do Max Raw now. Apparently, you give seriously good pre-game speeches. Care to elaborate?
Oh, this is a bit of an inside joke, but yeah, I think it was the East Freo finals game. I like muddled my speech up really bad, like it was horrendous. So yeah, that I got absolutely like crickets, like no one was having a laugh at all. So yeah, that's what he's talking about. But all my ones before that weren't too bad, but I'm not too much of a screamy sort of person pre-game. It's more just relax and chill. But
Yeah, and then lead by example.
yeah, try to, yeah.
Tim Housewood. Who is there to look out for in the future from Claremont?
Probably like we got a few good players coming through. Like obviously Aussie Van der Straat just recently was over in Melbourne. He's going to be a really good player.
At the futures game.
Yeah. Cody Angrove is a good one. I think Hamish Davis is one to look out for next year, and I think Hayden Riddle is also one to look out for next year as well. I'm definitely Will Hayes. I'm definitely missing a few, but those are some of the guys that on top of my head.
Yep. James Spam Pacos. Any danger of a wave anytime soon, Riz?
Oh yeah, Pampers. Yeah, I haven't been able to surf lately, unfortunately, but yeah, definitely keen to go for a surf soon, Pampers for sure.
Louis Tanga. What were your fines this season?
Oh, I didn't get too many. I only got two. One was about my speech, so I got fined pretty heavily for that one, and then another one was like I got a bit of crap for not going out unless it was a buy, but I'll cop that one. Yeah.
Got to be professional. Lewis Triplet. In what year did you play in the first AFL squad, first footy squad at Hale?
I was lucky enough to play pretty early, so I was one of a few that got to play in year 10, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was a pretty cool team to be a part of.
I thought you were going to say year 9 then. I was like, geez, that is really, really early.
Yeah, nah.
George _ Patterson. How do you keep that muscular physique? Physique.
Yeah, I don't know what all these questions are about the muscles, but yeah,
extra gym work.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I think just I'm not sure what to really say to that, to be honest. I mean,
those extra programs that we touched on earlier.
Yeah, looking after your body, as cool as that sounds. I don't know. Yeah,
the extras off the field.
Is a temple.
Yeah.
Ben Hunt. Do you rate Bunt?
Yeah, I do. So that's his nickname. I'm pretty sure I was the one that made that nickname, like year 4, or year 5. But yeah, Benny's a good mate. Yeah,
it's a very long time for a nickname to stick. Marlo _ Ward 17. Who is your favourite former Claremont player in the AFL?
Oh, I don't mind. I like watching, weird as it sound, like Darcy Cameron. I think he got drafted like 21, but he just won a flag. And I've heard a lot of stuff about him.
He's a Hale boy too. Isn't
Yeah, he's a good one. It's weird when you get put on the spot. You don't really remember too many from Claremont.
There's so many as well. It's like every year.
Probably one of the strongest clubs in WA. Would it not?
Well, in the country, really.
Yeah.
So you could argue. But
good zones.
Yeah, I heard Darcy Cameron went pretty hard after that grand final as well.
I've seen
Best
some
off
videos.
grounds.
Yeah. Pretty good shout, yeah.
Rafe.English, who had the leather jacket on grand final day?
Oh, that's good. That's a good inside joke. It was pretty funny. So him and I were just going. I think we were going like something from the car. I think we were going like water or something, just like in between drinks, and it was half time at the stage, and we saw like this girl, and like that was the first time we saw him. We didn't see her for like the rest of the weekend. It was just like she just vanished from thin air. It was just like so strange, and left the car there and everything. It was just a bit strange.
What about the Sunnies? They got a bit of a run. The Go Tigers Sunnies.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the TikTok.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. No. That was pretty funny. DC was wearing them in the photos. They were pretty cool. Like, bit of a hit on TikTok, but
I haven't seen. I'm assuming it's just with the white text saying "Go Tigers" on the Sunnies.
Or gold, maybe.
Gold, whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. Darty Arty, how many kilos of kangaroo meat does he eat per day to look like such a roo?
This is one of the boys from JLR. This is, oh, God. I'm not sure what to say to that, Artie. I'm not a massive fan of kangaroo, so I haven't actually had it before, but...
Neither.
I don't know what to say to that.
It doesn't really interest me. Neither does crocodile either. Don't know how people eat that.
Yeah.
Jack Barrett, 101. Favourite player you've ever played with? Teammate.
Yeah. I think, you kind of see, like, at the moment, like, Neil, that was pretty cool. Like, especially, he didn't play overly too much in year 12, but in year 11, like, when he was flying, that was pretty cool just to be, like, front row seat pretty much on the ground. That was pretty cool.
He's just a year older than you?
Yeah. But I think once DC goes in to the AFL, definitely down, I'd say.
Jack Foster.
Yep.
What's your pre-game and post-game feed of choice?
Pre-game, I like a bit of just eggs and bacon on toast with barbecue sauce. Yep. That's not too bad. And then post-game, with home games, we get like our own, like that. Our talent manager would go out and get like some food for us, like hot meals, so like pasta or lasagna or something. So I'll probably stick with pasta. That's pretty good post-game.
Yep. You having scrambled or fried eggs or something in the morning?
Fried. Yeah.
You're a fried guy.
Yeah.
Adrian Liebland, who's the best West Star coach?
Oh no. I mean, hopefully there's a few West Star boys watching this because I'll be coaching there, so hopefully they can say me. But I'd probably have to say, just from my experience, Ricky Smith when I was down there, who's actually the forwards coach this year at Claremont, he was terrific for me in like year 8 and 9 in terms of like skills and stuff. So yeah, probably Rick. He's a good shout.
Edward Greenaway, thoughts on
Rosy's
performance on Granny Night celebrations?
Oh, yeah, okay. He's probably my best on for Granny.
Okay.
Definitely going back to that. Rosie definitely. I'd say 10 out of 10 on after Granny Night for sure.
Any reason to why?
No,
don't have to.
He was just
loving it.
Yeah, he was loving it, having a good time, which is good.
Taking advantage of the bar tab.
He was having a good time.
Leave it at that. The Dorman Oz. What does a pre-game routine look like for Riley? You kind of touched on it, but
for me, I mean, like, I'll probably in the mornings just go to the beach, have a nice little swim, and then just like go for a little walk and just take my mind off things. Like, I find that just really helps and kind of relax. Like pre-game, I'm not like a massive person in terms of like hoo-haring and like doing like
pump up music,
doing like boxing or anything like that. It's not really me. So I like to just chill out a little bit and relax, and then get home and just do what I would do there. I don't really have a set thing there, but come to the ground, I'll just relax and get strapping if I need it, and then go through like banded work and stuff. Have a little kick, do some set shots with Rui, and then good to go.
It's good, man, to do some set shots with.
Are you going to the beach at like 6 o'clock in the morning? For those early games?
Yeah, me and Joe.
It's pretty much dark, isn't it?
Yeah, me and Joe had to
Winter.
do some dark morning swims, which was pretty sketchy, but yeah, not too bad. It was quite nice.
How'd you go on the later games? Did you play any later games at all, like in the Super Round or anything?
Yeah, we played. The only late games we played one when the seniors went to when the league guys were playing up at.
Yes.
I think Geraldton, was it? Or
no,
Broome?
Broome, yeah.
Broome.
Yeah, and then the other one was the Albany game. So that was really it. So
what was that? Was that 6 o'clock or something? Was that a night game?
Yeah, that was. It was pretty cool. Nice and cold.
That's a massive ground as well, isn't it? Or did you play on a different ground?
Not too big. Like it's probably bigger than some of the waffle grounds, I'd say. But
yeah, because I've heard there's a ground down there that they play at, or there's a ground down there. It's like 200 meters long, apparently. Something like that.
Yeah, it might be that one because that's apparently the one we played on was the main one, so it might be that one.
Yeah, it was massive.
Yeah.
Michael Francis.
332. Biggest mentors in your footy career, I'd assume.
Probably like 3. So definitely like obviously your parents are massive. Like mum and dad have been huge to me and stuff, and really grateful. And then my cousin, who's actually like a strength and conditioning coach, he's been super as well, and he helps me a lot. And he's a good one. And then obviously my grandfather's been massive as well. So my 3.
Last one, WA footy prospects. Favourite Hale win?
Probably like, probably not to start a fight with anyone from Aquinas or anything, but Hale and Aquinas
rivalry
have a pretty good rivalry, and winning over there is like pretty good. They have won over Hale a fair few times recently, and we've won over there a fair bit. So probably when we won over there, that was pretty good.
Big win last year, I think it was on Aquinas Day at Aquinas, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one was pretty. Yeah. That one was pretty nice.
I remember you guys were belting out Freed from Desire.
Yeah, there's some bad videos of us in the changes.
I umpired that game, and I remember you were belting out some tunes.
Have to celebrate the wins on the road.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move to the quiz, shall we? Have a look at the Skinbro leaderboard. Actually, I was about to say the Swan Districts boys are untouchable, but Ashton Ferreira is sitting up there on 12 as well. Dan's on 11.5. Zach Mainwaring 11.
Conrad, I don't. He's,
he told me about
it.
6. He's not happy about that.
He was very close though.
Rue's got 11. He's up there.
That's all right.
And Zane's on 8.
Yeah, okay.
So that's all the Claremont boys that we've had on this year. The other 2 were versing each other, so it's a slightly different quiz. Start with the first question, same as always. Height and weight on the Waffle website.
Yeah, I did my research with this one. So 189 and 82 kilos.
Good, he's come prepared.
Number 2, excluding pre-season, how many Colts games did you play this year?
18.
Bang.
Correct.
He's really done his research. 2 from 2. What was the final margin in the grand final?
It's just under 10. I want to say, it's either 8, 9.
It's 11.
Was it?
Let me just double check if it's.
Have you got your 9? Have you got your 9?
Oh no, that might be right. 11 might be
60,
right.
67 and 56.
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
no, it is 11.
Yep.
2 from 3.
2 from 3. Thought we might have got that one, but that's all right. So you had 19 disposals in this game.
Yeah.
How many teammates had more than this?
Okay. I don't know. Ash and I were on the same, so we're both on 19. And then what? Dan.
No, that doesn't count.
No,
as a
that
Doesn't
head
count.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dan, Zane, and Bailey Banfield's a 3.
Correct.
Would have been. Yeah.
3 from 4.
Good start. Question number 5. In your only reserves game this year, how many touches did you have?
Oh God. Oh, it wouldn't have been many. Jeez. Maybe like what? 9, 10?
10, bang.
Bang.
On the money.
Correct.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
we'll take that.
4 from 5.
We'll take that. Yeah.
Cracking start.
Number 6, true or false? There were 10 plus overages in this year's Colts Team of the Year. 10 or more overages.
Or
True or false?
true?
Correct. I think there was bang on 10.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I was very surprised by that. Like, nothing against that, but like, I guess
Yeah.
it shows experience.
It's
That
weird,
probably
yeah.
extra year helps.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, a lot of the there's a few underages, which is good. Like, fair few good players
Yeah.
come through, which is handy.
5 from 6. Question number 7. Now, you've kicked the same amount of goals and points in your Colts career to date.
Yeah.
How many is that?
I've only kicked 12 this year, so it'll be
Bang.
12.
There you
Yeah.
go. 6 from 7.
We've tied with Conrad.
Still got 3 questions to go, and one of them has 5 points
Yeah.
up for grabs.
Number 8, who was the team when you last didn't have a single mark in a game, personally?
Oh, was this? I think I actually know this was Swan Districts.
Correct.
Have you really done your research here, or
No, the
Did you get a
height
spray
and
for it or
weight,
something?
and then Rui told me just to like check all the stats, but I didn't check
Yeah.
them, so I'm not sure if that was.
Well, we're 7 from 8. We're absolutely fine. Question number 9. Not quite backyard cricket here, but cricket. According to my cricket, what is
Yeah.
your highest ever cricket score?
Officially, I've only made 150, but this is going to be. Are we talking like this is club cricket, or are we talking like district cricket? Like,
Overall, I think.
I will tell you, it is over 50.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's pretty good for the ticker, that one. Was it like 56?
55. Oh. What about guessing?
that time
Who
back
would
to
that have
five?
been for?
That was with. I actually remember that. That was with Subi Floreat Cricket Club, and yeah, me and Jack Beggs notched up a pretty handy partnership. I remember that.
Like that.
Yeah.
So 7 from 9.
Heading into the last.
So it's not a who am I this time. So the question is, how many times did you have 20 or more in a Colts game this year? 5 points for bang on, 4 points if you're within 1, 3 points if you're within 3, 2 points if you're within 5, and 1 point for any guess outside of that.
Okay.
So 20 or more.
More.
So you can only walk away with 1 point here. You can't walk away with 0.
Yeah.
That helps actually. That's kind of good. Oh jeez. I want to say like,
So out of 18 games.
yeah, maybe I want to say 9.
Oh,
Bang on.
Bang
the
on.
money.
Let's
go. Bang on the
what?
money.
Say,
That's 5.
we were on 7.
7.
So
On the 12.
straight to the top. Equal
Straight
top.
to the top. Jeez, we might have to have a 4-way
Verse
title.
of, yeah.
We might need to have a big.
Oh, that's clutch. Yeah,
That's
Wow.
big. Straight to the top.
that's good.
That is
Yeah.
big. So you joined Riley Harbin, Luke Kelly, and Ashton Ferreira on 12. Is not bad at
A
all.
lot of educated guesses, I feel that, like, obviously somewhat probably guesses, but like you still had
Yeah.
somewhat of an idea.
What was your thought process in that last question? Because I was thinking to myself, I was like, if this was me, I'd just go halfway for 18 and pick 9.
Yeah, I had a feeling like I had a couple of games where I like played a bit more forward, so I knew that it wouldn't have been as many as I would have liked. But I think it was I was originally thinking about like maybe in between 6 and 9 is probably pretty good.
There was a
guess.
lot of like early 20s in there, like either bang on 20 or like 21, a few 24s as well. So
yeah, no,
done extremely
We'll
well.
take that. So
Yeah, I'll take that.
there might be a 4-way tiebreaker, or even 5 if someone else can jump up there in the next couple of weeks.
Just to imagine if you got the cricket one score off.
And the grand final margin.
Yeah.
They were the 2 that let
Yeah, I
you
don't know
down.
how I didn't know that.
Two
one.
like more
Well,
obvious
let's be
ones you
real.
think.
If you win a grand final, you don't really care about the margin. You just care about the result, don't you? It doesn't really matter how many you win by. So
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
I guess an excuse you can come
Yeah,
up
I'll take it.
Bray and Ethan 20 for 20% off at both skinbro.com and hatlocker.com.au. And just remember, Ethan, we mentioned at the start of the episode, Skinbro's full skincare kit, including all
Whole
3 products.
package.
The cleanser
Exfoliator.
and the moisturiser.
Yeah. Good,
All
good we
for
remember that.
$54.99 with free Australia-wide shipping. And just remember,
Use Bray and Nathan on top of that.
if you use that, it's going to go down to nearly, $45 or something.
Yep, and we're not going to forget Hat Locker as well. Beautiful. Our mascot, as we
Scotty
like to run with, Scotty
Yep.
Pippen is in the studio, as he always will be.
His second appearance in 3 weeks, so we'll take that from Scotty.
I'm going to hold that because it's going to fall.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Doesn't like to stand up very nicely. But of course, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, you can head over to YouTube and vice versa. Remember to subscribe and give a 5-star rating, as it helps a lot. It looks nice.
It does.
So we'll take that. Riz, we can't thank you enough for coming on, and we've got some lovely gifts for you, and we'll wish you all the best of the luck for the off season, and I guess enjoy the flag celebrations while it lasts.
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, thank you very much, boys. Appreciate it.